What is up, everybody? It's the Android Master, getting connected, and welcome to Doki Literature Club Plus. I'm in my comfy chair. Shut up. I want to be comfy. I just finished watching Steven Universe Future, and what an emotional wreck. But I digress. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong right now, okay, everybody? There's absolutely nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with this recording. There's nothing wrong with this game. It's gonna be a blast, alright? So you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, okay? Okay. Oh, God. This game is not suitable for kids. Well, that's probably not important. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girl or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm pretty content on just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime clubs, but it's not like there would be any girls in there anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever. And it's over before I knew it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking at any ounce of motivation. Clubs. There's always there really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I don't know who that is. Andrew? Monika? Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Sorry about that earlier, my voice kind of cracked. You didn't hear it though. It's fine. Yeah, totally. Yeah. It has been a while. Monika smiles sweetly, like she always does. I mean, like she's done for the first time ever. We do know each other, but, well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, totally girlfriend material, probably a robot, we don't know. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so gently feels a little... what did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've always been looking for some supplies. Oh, sorry. I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate class, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club do you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Sorry about that, I hiccuped. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I could see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members kept our manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah. It's funny, really. It's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. It is. Comics are the same way. They're all literature. I have comics in my bin back there. I can't get it right now. I'm not going to get up and get it because I'm lazy. I'm in my comfy chair. With Wolf right next to me and Tyrone over there. You can't see him. Anyways. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, Andrew. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I've no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika, with her beautiful green, almost robotic eyes? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Andrew. You know that. It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. I don't think I'm that important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. Beautiful woman. Anyways, I dejectedly follow Monika across the school and up the stairs. And upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Don't you dare do that. No, don't do that to me. Huh? A guest.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyways, welcome to the club, Andrew. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls!
So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with her sour attitude. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Andrew in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Sorry, I couldn't speak there for a moment. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monika? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, what? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Andrew? The girls have a few desks ranged to form a table. I guess. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here. But we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club. That's a hard word to say really fast. It's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. not many people are very interested in putting out all of the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we will all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika just must have worked Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Again, I can't read. Don't judge me. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. No, sorry, I believe you. Sorry, I do impressions. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Andrew, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quickly to myself, half jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri smile. Sad smile. Again with sad smiles. I mean, what's a sad smile? Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Wasn't that a good impression? Absolutely, that was amazing. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such foreign worlds is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious, by her eyes light up, that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writers can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and and completely throw you for a loop? Dan Silvana, you clever bastard. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often more successful than at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper. Why am I giving Monika a British accent? Well, you left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were writing on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Sorry, Monika. Kinda did an impression of you.
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. How many times could I say writing in one sentence? You must be willing to open up to your reader, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Well, we all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Hmm?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, well, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Andrew?
Hold on. There's still one problem.
Yeah? What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought...
Eh?
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Andrew. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. It's almost like there was another person here, but, things didn't work out. I can almost still feel her presence here.
Who are you talking about, Monika?
No one. And I've been trying to really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls.
How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel horrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. See, Monika, it's not that bad. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness.
Really? Do you really mean that, Andrew?
Yeah. It could be fun, right? Also, Monika, your voice went over 4 decibels. That's fine. You really did scare me for that, for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all of this, I would have been super pissed. Andrew, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that's the end. We can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Andrew, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Huh? Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? Come on, why do you gotta bash on the reader? I already feel the anxiety well up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. I can't wait either. Monika. With that, I depart the classroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between these 3 girls. The 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I hope it's Monika. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, I think I got the right. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there's a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day the girl realized she was in love with him. Before a disaster would happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradicted the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. That's probably nothing. Okay, continue. Okay, anyways. So, I think I got my poem. Alright? Here we go. I look at you and try to do the best I can, but sometimes it ain't that easy. The summer sun is warming you. Oh shit, I messed up. God, it's so hard with this writer's block. I count the days till I see you again. You know, I tried to say I'm sorry, but she said these words of reverence. Please don't leave me hanging on and on. The summer sun is warming you. Are everywhere. But sometimes, it ain't that easy. I count the days till I see you again. Whatever. Get up, get up, get up, and then I'm gonna pick you up and take you where I wanna. Hi again, Andrew. Sorry, I was just singing Sugar Ray. That's okay. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. Not the fucking mouse being in the way. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Yuri, there was something on your face for a second there. What the hell happened there? Thanks for keeping your promise, Andrew. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst to literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh! What the fuck was that? Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come... Oh, sorry. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what. Sorry, Yuri, I kind of did an impression of you. It was actually quite good. Oh, thank you. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monika, you're in front of the thing. I can't read it. Matsuki doesn't really have a big mouth for someone who... Is the room getting closer? For someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. The room is getting closer. That's so weird. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Sorry, Andrew. Yuri's getting closer too. This is so weird. We'll make sure to put you and your comfort first, okay? I didn't read that all the way. Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can really say no either way. I'm sorry, I'm getting really dizzy because this room is off. Like you said, dude, I'm in this club now. Is the music changing too? It is. So, it only feels right for me to do something like that, as if I asked. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you want me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Well, I sure do challenge that authority, Yuri, because my ADHD is not paying attention to anything, okay? Oh, she's getting way closer. And we could, discuss it if you want. How is this girl accidentally being cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh God, thank you. The room's back to normal. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Moni to kick off some sort of scheduled activity for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I was glitching earlier, but that's okay. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh no. Okay. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs my hand. Oh God. You looking for something in there? Fucking Malcolm! Oh, sorry, wait, that should have been... Fucking Monika! stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping her? What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Suki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? Manga, right? Turns a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the list. Ah, much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the book she's It's a series I've never heard of in my life. This probably means it's either way out of my demographic or simply too hard. If you're gonna judge, then go do it through the glass on that door. Okay, anyways. She points to the classroom door. That door. Hey! Wasn't judging me. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Andrew. Consider this a little. Don't judge a book by its fucking cover! Okay. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right in my hands. Ugh! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attires, striking anime feminine poses. Man, I wish this game had more anime feminine poses. Anime feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Ugh! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs won't work. It wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Huh? What's that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that, Baka! You'll make me feel weird about it, Baka! Natsuki crosses her arms and scotches an inch away. It scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Now that I can't say, now that I can say it's particularly bad, I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space within the hopes I wouldn't notice. I can hear her peering over my shoulder, which is weird. Much more eager and begins to read than I am. Reading than I am. Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. I mean, I go through my old scripts and for art and like make references to old episodes and stuff just to make sure I got it right. That's what I do. That's the reason why I do it. Sometimes I do flip through old comics and stuff, so That's like a thing that we all do. Anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened. Nothing really happened yet. So I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of girls in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's aware for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Whew. Oh, she's so cute here. Something's off about this picture. Maybe it's her eyes. I don't know. It's probably her eyes. I don't know. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just waiting for me to read? Well, I'm fine with that. I do read comics pretty fast. I don't know why the game keeps bashing on the main character. If you say so. I guess it's just share something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me feel like makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge much. Who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep this in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe for the club room. Wow. I shouldn't be laughing, but Jesus Christ, this game is intense. They're all in secondary school. They're in high school. There shouldn't be this much drama. Actually, at least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh. I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez. That's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. You could have just said that. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Oh, she's so cute! It's like she started... it looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight onto me. Hey! Oh, no! What the fuck is happening? Jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches in her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. Oh, she's so cute there. I told you not to give him... Mm, mm. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stopping her mouth. That's so cute. Don't worry, Andrew. She's fine. It's just, it happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Alright, I'm gonna say it to her. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go to Monika. Monika! I should start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed eager and ready, eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Andrew. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course. I'll be afraid to bring things up. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Didn't know Monika was in my head. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poems with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. My, oh my, that was a good impression. Thank you. Don't worry, Andrew. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through. To make those raindrops in my mind, when I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. Anyways. I like it, Andrew. Really? Sorry, really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Oh, she's quite cute like a puppy, too. I'm not going for Natsuki. Fuck it. Whoever go for, I go for. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know. And too, you know. That's a thing, because I'm into petite people. Actually, I'm into all people. Including petite. And plus. Sorry. Just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry. It's not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems in a flat sheet of paper? The sounds of frantic scrawling, playing, tricking on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fear, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of people have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced by my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming too strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing poems or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. That's how I write my scripts! Anyway, another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Wow, that was nice. Let's go to Natsuki, because I guess I'm trying to woo her today. Okay, well, let's start with the thing I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving my opinion. Then what's the point if sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poem? That's what I had in mind when I wrote this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share your poems. To share yours. Like Monika said. Well, I'd be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, this is not that great, but let me show you what real literature looked like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retorts, getting caught in her throat. You're a baka! You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me for something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she likes my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monika wants me to will make me do it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. We love that. We love that poem. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? To be honest, just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't really take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? or your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So, I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Well, like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And finally, Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing poems, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we already haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to my new poem. To new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What are you saying? Right, it's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit two together. The end result is that both the styles and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even simple poems. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I always hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Sorry. That corn impression really took a number on my throat. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if that's a rare opportunity for it. This is a rare opportunity for her, which itself it's kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathlight. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present by living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Oh, it's just I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. It wasn't too short. Sorry. I do impressions as well. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. Sorry, I'm really glad you liked it. Yuri, you're killing it with these impressions, girl. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, after it. Really? I might have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. God, Yuri, you're killing it with these impressions of me, girl. Stop it. But before that poet often expresses their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the world. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. And thus, in this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and so to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from mediocre writing abilities. Okay, that music is new. Okay, even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems, and they read in tandem. I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Again with the smiling sadly thing. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language is, I guess, it was, I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thank you, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Andrew did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Andrew liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh,
I didn't recognize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Andrew appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more?
Are you that full of yourself? How dare you do an impression of me? No! If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger than as soon as Andrew started showing up, which is hilarious, by the way.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little... This
doesn't involve you.
Wow. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. Oh god! You're really acting so young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch! Edgy? Sorry, that my lifestyle is too much for someone your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school. You know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with you? Sorry. What the bloody hell is wrong with you? With your head? Yeah, go on. Let Andrew hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was standing here. Andrew! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Ah! They're getting so close!
Hey, Andrew. Why don't we step outside for a bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really should have tried to get... really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if it makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms over on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Andrew, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, but you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to say a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Andrew. I wouldn't. It would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I could really have a chance to. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Okay. I'm gonna save it here, and I'm gonna leave this already hour-long episode right there, because what the fuck just happened? Okay, that was a very intense episode. What the hell was that fight? And what the hell were all those... I still don't know what that poem was. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna break the skit because I already played the first one. Anyways... Dan Sylvan is a clever bastard, you know. You got a nice game on your hands, sir. You know? And all the poetry in this game is just amazing. And it's funny because the only person's poem that didn't change was Natsuki. Yuri did write a poem that was way longer than the one she wrote here, and so did Monika's. So Hole in the Wall and Ghost, I think it was called. Those are two different poems. But we'll see what happens in the next episode. I'm gonna go upstairs, get some water, and then come back down here and go to sleep. Because I'm tired, and I'm thirsty. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, lightly tap that like button in the face, and plus the subscribe button. I'll see all you humans, animals, plants, aliens, machines, and monsters, and anything else in between in the next video. Au revoir. Just